snarls you got up there.
Hey, so what happened just now?
They stuck that Q-tip all the way up there. You see my eyes watering, huh? I'm crying for you guys, real. I'm crying for you. This is what we going through to get to y'all to teach our people out here.
So Deacon didn't have a problem, you said?
Deacon have a problem, not with that snarl that you got.
I don't have a problem.
Look at the snarl.
I'm breathing all the white men air.
Well, matter of fact, how was it?
It was great.
You didn't have a problem?
No, sir.
I see a tear. I see a tear.
You crying?
Hey guys, next. Let's go. He gonna have to loosen up. You gonna be a statue. Yeah.
That motherfucker rumbling.
They do, but it's small. They do go high.
Alright, Shalom Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the pastors and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to title this lesson, These Men Give Wicked Counsel to the City, man. You know, which you got these self-proclaimed leaders, you know, that's of the circumcised, you know, pretty much leading the people astray, man. Pretty much throwing the people, you know, Jake back into America, man. You know, matter of fact, let's get this, the book of St. Matthew, chapter 15, and verse 14. It says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. See? So if you are a blind leader, you pretty much going on a path of darkness, man. Because you don't know where you're going. That's why I said you are blind leaders. Where you leading the people towards? Towards death, man. By the way of your counsel. By the way of you, you know. Because you can teach Jake that they're Israel. Yeah, that's part of the truth. You know, waking them up, putting the skin on them. You know, but that's why I also said, but it pointed out in Ezekiel, it said once they got the skin on them, it was still no breath in them, man. You know? So you said you got these so-called leaders, which IUIC ain't the only one. You know, you got IGBK, you got HOI, you got these other camps pretty much dealing with that doctrine, you know. They can tell you that you're an Israelite, but if they don't tell you that their mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, you know, they leading you astray. If they're not telling you and warning you of the impending danger of Jacob's trouble, you know, they leading you astray, man. You know, they giving you a wicked counsel. They giving you counsel on how to stay in America, man. You know, so they said, let them alone, see? Well, it says, mark them which cause division and avoid them. So it said, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, see, so meaning what? The blind also got a path. The blind also got a way. You know, they got an outlook. They got a walk that they walk. But what's going to be the results? It said, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. And what's that ditch here in America, man? That's that pit. And by the way, this wicked counsel, that's what pretty much these different counts keep Jake here in the pit, here in America. You know, they can have fringes. You got the fringes, t-shirt and fringes. You know, now they end up putting the fringes on a mask now. They want to know how they can be a good Israelite father here in America. You know, what their 5-year plan is, what their 10-year plan is. They still got the fringes. But they incorporated this truth with America, man. And that's what happens when wicked men give this counsel. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Ezekiel 11. Ezekiel 11 and verse 2. It says, then said he unto me, son of man, these are the men that devise mischief. Yeah, and these different leaders, they're the ones that devise mischief. It said, and give wicked counsel in this city. So let's see what that wicked counsel, what pretty much they was teaching, you know, and instilling in your mind. It says, which say it is not near. See, meaning what? The trouble is afar off. And that's what these other counts say in a roundabout way, man. By the way of them just even dealing with these high holy days, number one, the Passover, that's a big festivity for them. That's not like, they don't take that high holy day with a solemn approach, not knowing that time was a very intense time, like we are in now, man. You know, not preparing themselves and getting their minds ready for the things that's about to come abroad. They saying it's not near. Oh, RGBK said Jacob's trouble is gay. So they saying it is not near. All hell is not going to break loose. Let us build houses. Who else said that? HOI, man. So this is part of the wicked counsel. You not warning the people. You telling them to be firmly established here in America. That's giving wicked counsel, man. It says, this city is the Kadron, and we be the flesh. See, so what's the Kadron, which is Babylon the Great, this melting pot. And now you back once again incorporated. You once again assimilated back to America, man. Because of this wicked counsel, the only thing that changed is now you got fringes on. You know? And that's part of the wicked counsel. You know? And that lets you know that, matter of fact, let's get this real quick. Because that lets you know Esau got something to do with this, man. Because you know in your right mind that you shouldn't have Jakes, your own people, to trust in your enemy, especially knowing that you're an Israelite. You know damn well you don't supposed to trust your enemy, man. It said never trust thine enemy. You know? It says never trust thine enemy, man. But you got so-called self-proclaimed leaders, leading you to this nigga for relief. He leading you back to Esau. You thought you were going to the kingdom, but you end up, you turning back around and you walking back towards America. But it's by a doctrine, it's by an outlook, a mindset. The council, as you can see, they set themselves as an example to take the crown to his nigga eyes watery. His shit still hurting. And the other dude, he asked him, was he okay? He still had a mask on, like he just got through crying and shit. He would probably ask himself, why did I join IUIC? But as you can see, they set themselves as an example to say, to be, to encourage you to take the jab, man. You got a lot of blood on your hands of doing that, man. And you're going to have a lot of Jakes when they see that. Now they compelled to set an appointment up now, man. That blood goes upon your hand. This is 1 Maccabees 1:11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many. See, so meaning what? They had a voice. If you was able to persuade somebody, and you can persuade many, that means you had some sort of a voice. Saying who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. See, so pretty much for you to find some form of relief, you got to go to this nigga. And that's what they saying in a roundabout way. Just you getting the test, that's you making a covenant with the enemy, man. But as you can see, it was wicked men who persuaded him, who led them to doing that, man. And that's what you see today. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Micah 3. That with Micah 3. And verse 5. It says, thus said the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err. See? And that's what they do. They make the people err. What? By the way of their counsel, man. By the way of their teachings, their doctrines, man. It says, thus said the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry peace. See? That's why they crying peace by saying this year's Passover is going to be a fashion show. You know, the 52 annual Passover will be here today at we'll see you there at Orlando, Florida. You know, like it's a big, like a damn concert or something, man. You crying peace. That it's just going to be like this in America forever. You know, it says, and he that putteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. See, so how about Shema Shah didn't give him this word, man? He didn't give them that message of crying peace. He didn't give them that message to side with the enemy and take the jab. This is the time now where we're no more standing upon this man. And it started off by the way of his rhetoric, where he pushed forth on the media. It's ultimately going to happen when, you ain't going to be able to continue in this system, man. So if they ain't telling you that it's about to get uncomfortable, things about to go down, Yahweh Shema Shai haven't said them and tells you that if a prophet do prophesy peace, we must wait to see if that word come to pass. Then we're going to know that he a prophet. And as you can see what a motivation is heading towards, where everything is gaining steam at. And it's pretty much nothing but evils, man. It says, therefore night shall be unto you. See, it's going to be darkness, man. It says, therefore shall ye have not a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine, and the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. See, meaning what? At the end of the day, it's going to get to a point where you ain't going to have no answers. See, you can only tell people, everybody, it's going to be all right till it's not, And that's what it's going to come down to. When that chip get mandated, when things, starting to happen, when that word mandatory, it's been thrown around more and more, when this devil, when the pressure still getting more harder, it's gonna get to a point where you ain't gonna have no answers then. It's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be made known that you was a false prophet, man. And you gonna know then Yahweh Shema Shai when dealing with them men, man. Because they only do it for filthy lucre, man. Matter of fact, let me jump down. Let's see, verse 9. Matter of fact, let's see. Yep. It says, here I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. See? And that's what they do. They pervert the judgment. Why? Because pretty much, like I said, they honor the belt of Esau, man. It tells you that, let's see. Bear with me. Let's see if I can find it. Because it said the Lord is, they pretty much perverted the ways of judgment. Bear with me. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, this is it right here. This is Proverbs 17 and verse 23. It said, a wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgment. See, so as you can see, they pretty much perverting the ways of judgment, because of that gift. That's why they telling you to take the jab. That's why they telling you to pretty much continue in this society, be conformed to this world. Just be an Israelite here. You ain't gotta be an Israelite in one kingdom. You can be an Israelite and still be here, man. But that's that wicked counsel that they give, man. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of St. Matthew 16 and verse 6. It says, then Yahweh said unto them, take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees. See, and what's that leaven that the Lord was warning them about? The doctrine, man. Matter of fact, let's jump down. Verse 12 said, then understood they how he bade them not beware of the leaven of bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. See? So these other counts, they pretty much got leaven in their doctrine, man. It's ultimately gonna lead to you dying, man. This wicked counsel, you know, keeping you in that mindset of just continuing here in America, or just continue to be under the rule of Esau. You know, like I said, we in that point of time, we no more again stand upon it. It got to get to a point of time when you just, you know, Esau is totally out the picture. You know, we still, you know, gotta continue, you know, abiding in society. You still gotta pay your bills and do this and do that. But it's gonna get to a point in time where you ain't gonna be able to do none of these things without certain requirements. You know, which we are in the beginning stages of that. What pretty much is that is things are finna that separation is about to be more and more manifest. You know, the people who want to stay here in America, they're gonna stay in America, and the one that's pretty much going into the next transition is being made, man. You know, but as you can see, the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees is ultimately the doctrine, man. So this wicked counsel ultimately it will lead to your death, man. So matter of fact, let's get this. We're gonna end it off on this, the book of Isaiah 59. You know, Isaiah 59 and I start at verse 3. It says, "For your hands are defiled with blood." See, and that right there, that's that video, that clip right there, had a lot of blood on it, because that's gonna actually compel people to take the test, ultimately take the jab, and ultimately when the chip come around to take that, man. So that's a lot of blood, man. It says, "And your fingers with iniquity, your lips have spoken lies, your tongue have muttered perverseness." See, so meaning what? It ultimately, that bloodshed is start off by the way of what you speak, what you teach. You know, which is these lies. The Lord didn't tell you to say peace is coming, to tell you that Jacob's trouble is not here. It's just gonna be just be a good Israelite till the Lord comes. Everything gonna be smooth. No, man. All hell gonna break loose. All these things about to come to bride, man. Instead of you prepping, you know, warning the people, they're gonna be taking the blood gonna be upon your head, man. It says, "None calleth for justice, nor any pleader for truth." Yeah, because really, they don't put pressure on the so-called white man. They actually helping this nigga out, man. By you putting that clip out there, showing you that you don't want justice. You're not pleading for truth. You know, because if you so by the law this and by the law that, you know that these different this jab, whatever was in that syringe is unlawful, man. Matter of fact, could they tell you about the law and this and the law that? Yeah, do that, but don't do it at works. Let's get that. St. Matthew 23 and verse 2. It says, saying, matter of fact, I start at 1. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. See, all therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. See, meaning what the law, man. You know, you got these counts that they can only go out. They can't really go outside of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. You know, they can pretty much tell you about these different laws and statutes, commandments. What, you know, dealing with the dietary law and, you know, and everything like that. But it says, "But do not ye after their works, for they say and do not." See, so they saying that they holier than thou, but they still end up getting. You got horseshoe crab blood in your system now, cause you took that jab. So okay. They say, you know, they teach you that pork is unlawful to eat. Yeah, do that. That's right. That's correct. Observe and do. You know, but don't stand in line for a damn crown test, man. Don't follow after their works, man. You know? So let's go back. Oh, and it said, matter of fact, Yes, it says, but do ye after their words. So pretty much don't follow their words. So meaning what? Don't follow in the same footsteps. Don't go in that path that they have taken, that walk that they have taken there, because that's part of their doctrine. Let's just say they ain't got to bring a precept out of it, but they encouraging it, you know, to take the test, to take the jab, to pretty much continue to be in this system. That's part of their doctrine, man. So yeah, you can, do what they say observant do when they dealing with the, because they putting a scan on you, but it said there was no breath, So this go back to Isaiah 59:4 again. It said, none called for justice, nor any pleaded for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. See, they conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. And how do they conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity? By them editing a video and putting it out there, man. It's telling you to get the test. That's how they was conceiving mischief and brought forth that iniquity. And even these different doctrines to justify you to do this and do that, really to continue being here in America. That's why just going back to the title, they giving that wicked counsel. And ultimately, the wicked counsel ultimately was to keep you in the cadron. That's ultimately what the wicked counsel was going to ultimately lead you to. You still being here in America, man. It says they hatch cockatrice eggs and weed spiders well. He that eateth of their eggs shall die, and that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper. So ultimately, it's gonna entangle you and kill you, man. That's what that doctrine do. That's what it's gonna ultimately entangle you and kill you, man. It says, their wells shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. And going back, yeah, that's an act of violence when you're teaching someone the wrong thing. When you say that the RFID chip is a philosophy, that's actually an act of violence. Because when that mark of the beast, the MOB, once it's mandated, once it's a decree, it's mandatory for you to take that to continue in this system. The ones that think it's a philosophy, guess what? They're going to take that chip. And the ones who taught them that was a philosophy, that blood is gonna be upon their head, man. It says their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction are in their paths. See, so ultimately, that's in the way, pretty much. That's in their way, wasting and destruction. That's when ultimately is going to lead to. What I said, the blind lead the blind. Where you going? Wasting and destruction, man. Because that's what these different false doctrines pretty much bring forth, man. Ultimately, it's going to lead to your death because you didn't have the right mindset, a certain outlook, a doctrine that was going to lead you out of this place. But you actually took the wrong exit. You end up back in America. It says, the way of peace they know not. See? And there is no judgment in their goings. See? And as you can see, they don't have no judgment in their goings. IUIC, IGBK, HOI, these other counts, man. They ain't got judgment in their goings, man. Why? Because if they did, they'll be pretty much trying to get you to get out of this place, man. Spiritually. They ain't got no judgment in their goings. So meaning what? They actually don't. They ain't looking for judgment. They ain't seeking judgment, man. They just want to be here. Matter of fact, it said, and they made them crooked paths. See, meaning what? They try to find another way of relief, another way to be a form of comfort to them. That's why I said, just take the test, man. Now you can go back to the gym now. Take the jab. Now you can enter into these certain establishments. Pretty much you find another route to deliverance. Well, I said they made them crooked paths. And said, whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. See? So if you hearken unto their counsel, this wicked counsel, is ultimately going to lead to you not knowing peace. Ultimately it's going to lead to you reality setting in, and you're going to know that this place is through, and And judgment about to come forth, man. It says, therefore, is judgment far from us, neither doth justice overtake us. We late for light, but behold obscurity. See? For brightness, but we walk in darkness. And as you can see, man, they know they're Israelite, but that's not enough. Scripture said there is no breath in them, man. So pretty much they can tell you that you're an Israelite, but pretty much they still lean you on a path of darkness, man. And that's just a clear example. Lean you back to your enemy, telling you to take the jab, telling you to take the test. Nigga, eyes watery and yellow. And he telling you, man, you see what we got to do for our people? You know? But these are the men that give wicked counsel in the city. So yeah, I can just hold the word edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash. There were honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, like the seed, Shalom to the elect, the teaching word, and on truth, faith, and sincerity. DTA, a Bible ball.